Everything they told you about how life works, it's a lie. I mean, I don't know. That sounds really harsh when I say it like that. But yeah, I think it's true. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, like success, happiness, love, all the things we're supposed to want, supposed to go after. I think we got it backwards somehow. I don't know when I started seeing it, maybe when River died. River Phoenix, my friend, he was 23. And people kept saying these things to me, like everything happens for a reason and he's in a better place now. And I remember thinking, I don't know, does it? Is he? It felt like everyone was reading from the same book or something. Like there was this script for how you're supposed to deal with stuff like this, but the script didn't feel true. Then I lost my daughter, Ava. She died during birth. And again, people had all these things to say. You'll have other children. This is God's plan. Stay strong. Stay strong. I heard that so many times, like falling apart was wrong somehow. Like grief was something you were supposed to fix instead of just feel. And then Jennifer, car accident, gone. 3 people, 3 of the most important people in my life. And I'm sitting there thinking, what am I supposed to learn from this? What's the lesson here? Because everyone keeps acting like there's supposed to be some lesson, but maybe there isn't. Maybe the whole framework we use for understanding stuff like this, maybe it's just wrong. It's weird? I make movies. I spend my days creating these realities that aren't real, and people believe in them completely. They cry at stories that never happened. They fall in love with characters who don't exist. We're really good at making fake things feel real. And I started wondering, what if that's what happened to all of us? What if we're all living inside someone else's story about how life is supposed to work? Like, what if most of what I think I want isn't actually what I want? What if it's just programming, ideas I picked up somewhere about what success looks like, what love means, what I need to be happy? I never really chose these ideas, I just inherited them from parents, from society, from movies, from, I don't know, everywhere. Your life, most of it might not even be yours. It might just be other people's ideas about how life should be lived. I know that sounds crazy, and I'm not trying to attack your beliefs or anything. I'm sharing something I've been figuring out. Because maybe you felt it too, this sense that something's off, that the way we're told things are supposed to work doesn't actually work. The framework we inherited, I think it creates more suffering than it solves, more limitation than freedom. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I've lived both ways now, before I questioned everything and after. And I can tell you, questioning everything was scary, but it was like waking up. And this might be uncomfortable, probably will be, but maybe you're ready to stop living someone else's version of your life and start figuring out what your version looks like. I don't know, what do you think? So I started digging, like, if all these ideas I had about life weren't actually mine, where did they come from? I call it, I don't know, reality archaeology or something, like digging down through all the layers of stuff you believe to see what's underneath. And what I found was, it's kind of disturbing actually. Most of what we call reality, I think it's just agreed upon fiction. Like we all decided that certain things are true and then we just stopped questioning them. When you dig beneath your beliefs, you find they're built on other people's fears. Like, take success. What does success mean to you? Really think about it for a second. Is it money? Is it fame? Is it having a big house or a nice car or people respecting you? I thought success meant accumulation, collecting things, achievements, possessions, experiences, more, always more. But here's what I figured out. That's not success. That's fear. Fear that you're not enough as you are. Fear that you'll run out of something. Fear that if you stop accumulating, you'll disappear somehow. Real success, I think it might actually be letting go. Like success is being okay with what you have. Being okay with who you are, not needing more all the time. I don't know, maybe that sounds crazy. And security, man, we're obsessed with security, right? Like we think if we can just control enough variables, plan enough scenarios, save enough money, build enough walls, we'll be safe. But you know what I learned when I lost everyone I loved? You can't control anything. Not really. Death comes when it comes. Accidents happen. People leave. The universe doesn't care about your plans. They told us security comes from control, but I think it actually comes from accepting impermanence. Like when you really accept that everything is temporary, you stop trying to hold on to it so tightly, and that's when you find peace. When River died, I tried to control my grief, tried to process it the right way, tried to make it mean something. But grief isn't controllable. Loss isn't manageable. It just is. And love, oh man, love. We get this so backwards. I thought love meant possession, you know? Like, if I love you, you're mine. If you love me, I'm yours. We belong to each other. We complete each other. All that stuff. But when I lost Ava and then Jennifer, I realized that kind of love is actually just fear wearing a disguise. Fear of being alone. Fear of not being chosen. Fear that love will run out if you don't hold on to it tight enough. Real love, I think it's complete release. Like, I love you so much that I want you to be free, even from me, even if that means I lose you. Because love isn't about keeping someone. It's about, I don't know, celebrating them exactly as they are. That's hard, man. That goes against everything we're taught about relationships. And then there's identity. Find yourself. Be yourself. Discover who you really are. We hear this constantly. But what if the self you're trying to find isn't real either? What if it's just another story you inherited? I spent years trying to figure out who Keanu Reeves really is. Like there was some true, authentic version of me hiding under all the roles and personas and expectations. But the more I looked, the less I found. And then I realized maybe the work isn't finding yourself. Maybe it's losing the false self. All the stories you tell about who you are, all the identities you've collected. What if they're just in the way? When everything in my life collapsed, when I lost River and Ava and Jennifer, all my identities kind of fell apart too. I wasn't the successful friend anymore. I wasn't the father I was going to be. I wasn't the partner, the provider, the guy who had it all figured out. And you know what was left when all of that was gone? Just awareness, just this consciousness, experiencing whatever was happening. No story about it, no identity wrapped around it,